Hi everyone, in this tutorial we'll be going over the Type tool. I'll also cover the Selection tool since that's the one you'll be using to select any text in your project or any other objects. So on the toolbar here on the side we have our Selection tool. You can get to it by using the shortcut V, and we also have the Type tool. You can hit the key T to use that one. So let's select the Type tool and click on our artboard. The text will pop up and it's already highlighted, so that means you could type and it'll replace what's there. And to deselect it, you can click off, or you can click your selection tool. You can move it around with your selection tool, and you can also scale it up by grabbing the corner of the selection box. To find more options for it, go to Window and Properties to bring up your Properties panel. And then, when you click on your text, you'll have all of the different properties for your text here. You can change the width and height here by plugging in the dimensions, but it is easier to grow it just by either selecting it here or by adjusting the font size here. You can change the color by selecting the fill. You can choose different colors here. You can change the stroke here, which is the outline that will appear around the text. This red line through it means that there's no stroke active right now. So if you click on that, you can just choose a color and it'll put an outline around it. You can change the size of your outline here, and you can change the opacity, which is just the overall transparency right here, which is a slider you can slide. Down here you have more options like choosing the font. You have the different font options here like regular, light, bold, etc. And you can change the size and shape of the type here. To delete it, you can just select it with your selection tool and hit delete. Another thing you could create with your Type tool is paragraphs. If we select the tool, and instead of just clicking once on your artboard, you're going to click and drag to create the paragraph. This is the default type that Illustrator puts in. It's supposed to look like a language without actually saying anything, so we'll just use it for this example. We can deselect it by clicking off to the side, and we could change the size and shape of the paragraph by using our selection tool. This isn't going to change the size of your font, it's just going to change the layout of the paragraph. If you want to change the actual font, make sure we have it selected. Come up to Window, open your properties, and like before we have all of the same properties here. You can change the fill, the stroke, opacity, font, all of the same options. So if you change the font size, it'll change the font in your paragraph. As you can see, it's coming out of the paragraph. If you want to fit it all in, you can just resize it. Alright, let's take a look at some of the other tools nested under the Type tool. If you click and hold on it, you'll see the rest of those. We have an Area Type tool, which lets you fill a shape with text. So we're going to learn how to make shapes later, but if you have the tool selected and click on a shape, it's going to automatically fill the inside of that shape. And you still have all of your text options on the side here. The Type on a Path tool will let you type along a path, which you're also going to learn how to make soon. So you're just going to select your path, and it will automatically put the text along it. We also have the Vertical Type tool, which will let you type vertically, like a hotel sign. We have the Vertical Area Type tool, which will fill a shape like this one, but it will type it vertically. And we also have the Vertical Type on a Path tool, which is the same as this one, but your text will flow vertically. You can experiment with some of these other ones on your own. We also have the Touch Type tool, which is a really cool one that lets you adjust one character in your sentence without affecting the other ones. So we can scale this one, you can change the color of it, and it's only going to change the letter you have selected. And that's going to wrap up this lesson on the Type tool.